and show you how easy it is to use Trello for a workflow. Hey there, if you like this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so that we can let you know the next time that we drop a new video. So let's get back to it. This is just going to be a test workflow. So for me, what I do is I will name the workflow. We'll just put the workflow name. That will be the name on the card. And I have a central location where I have everything. Everything in my business is on one Trello board. I call it my business binder. That's old school. But the reason I do that is because whether I'm on my phone, whether on my laptop, desktop, it doesn't matter. All I have to do is go there, whether it is a link, an affiliate link, a password, branding, headshots, all of that good stuff. It's all in one place. And I also have a whole list of workflows. So right here, the very top on this card, it would have my workflow name. In the description is where you write all the tools and resources that you need to complete the task. I would put all of the things that I need right here. Any links, all of that information goes right here. So you can start to see how this really builds a resource for you, okay? Now, how do we go through and actually make this a list? It's all in the checklist. So let's just put checklist, and I'll call this one Facebook Live, because later on I will be able to copy this and it will make the work very, very easy. So the first thing I would do is I would say content thing, right? The next thing I would do is I would look at my prompts. The next step was the record and put call to action, and it would be grouped. And so I might even want to have the group link here, okay? So all I'm doing is I am just going from my stickies that I just shared with you and putting them here on the Trello board, all right? So I'm going to schedule the live pigeon. I am going to add the link to Airtable. And guys, I would recommend that you have a home base for all of the links of all of the content assets that you are creating, because what you want to do with these ultimately is look at your Google Analytics, and it really kind of gives you a roadmap of that content that resonated with people. And so it may be a particular blog post that did really, really well. It could be a Facebook Live that did really, really well. But by having all of your links in one location, when you have a team, then they can go and they can grab and pull these for emails. They can go and they can repost. They can use this link in Facebook. They can use this for a pin in Pinterest. We're thinking ahead and we're working smarter, not harder, okay? So we're gonna add that link to Airtable, and then you can start pulling people in. Like if I said, you know, it will be ready for a pin from Emily, right? Wait a minute, E-M-E-L-Y. And then if I want Kirsten to come in and pull and do something, I'll say, Kirsten, schedule mini chat. On and on and on and on and on. If I want, I can add members to this card. All I have to do is to click members, and I can go through and I can add these members to the card, and then I can tag them. And then we can have conversations in the comments. But what I have done right here, and what my recommendation is that you create a template, like one, the original, and then now all I have to do, watch. So we've got this, I can make a copy, and it's gonna ask me, we'll just keep it in the same place, create card. So now I have a copy. So now this week, I can go in, I have the description, which are all the tools and resources I need to complete the Facebook Live. And then I'm gonna start going in, and my team is in here, and we have deadlines. We can put that with the due date right here. We can put different deadlines where things are need to be done, and people can be tagged, and then they can come in and they can do what they need. And then for this particular card, you can go in, and of course you can add attachments. And so it's an attachment to a Google folder, so they can go straight there, pull that live, and do whatever it is that they need to do for that as well, okay? So do you guys see the power
It's a very simple process. And we started just right here. Let me stop the share. We started with that whole process right here. How easy that is. Does not have to be complicated. You're not missing out. Start with what you were doing content-wise strategy right now. Start creating the process.
Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you click the first link in the description, Freedom to Impact, for any of the resources that we've talked about in today's video. You'll also be able to find our Customers for Life podcast. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll talk soon.